Today I am very excited. We have got a mail day. It is a bunch of mail. It's probably about a dozen or so packages. I forgot to count, but it's a lot of mail and something that is brand new for my collection. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Welcome to the most passionate content for card collectors on YouTube and possibly the whole entire internet. As usual, I am your host, Jake Roy, 90s V-Ball Cards, here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, a little bit of Twitter or X, and my TikTok got hacked. So there might not be any TikTok for the foreseeable future. I'm trying to recover that and maybe put some content out there, but somebody got into there from California. Trying to resolve it. So that's the deal with TikTok and Threads. Can't forget, I've still got a name on Threads. Alright, yes, so we're busting into a bunch of mail, and I have got a piece that is in here that I'm very excited to open with you. That is going to be a brand new addition to my collection. I don't have anything like this, so don't want to tip my hand too much. We'll get to that. I'm saving that the best potentially for last, but lots of fun in this, so let's get right into the fire. Alright, here we go. This is the stack of mail that we've got, so let's try to get this into something a little bit more manageable and start going through it. So we'll start here. Some of these I know what they are, some of them I don't remember. It's been a while, so let's go. Yes. Alright, so I've talked a lot about the MVP promotions, so 2000-2001 is one of the years that I do not have a card from. The penny was recently available for sale. I did not get it. It was not in great shape, but yeah, that's kind of typical with these. They have dark borders, so yeah, happy to get a side PC guy there in Corey Maggette. You know, probably will get another player that's more core to my PC at some point in time, but until then, happy to have this one for sure. Alright, let's see. I like to rip them as many as possible, you know. What is this one? Oh yeah, this is probably not one that you were expecting to see from me, but let's try to get this old, I mean, it all could be old top loaders. It looks like we did some yellow top loaders. Not exactly what you want to see. But that's alright. I'm going to get this out into its own. But this is the Black Diamond, the Diamond Debut rookie card of Jason Terry. This, being a rookie, is numbered to 50 rather than 100 like the stars. So I wanted to get one in my collection. Baron Davis, Lamar Odom, Corey Maggette all would have been fine rookies for my PC. I just can't find them. So Jason Terry came up. I grabbed it. Happy to get that. Some of the stars are starting to take off a little bit in value. I'm glad I already have the penny, but wanted to get a rookie also because they are numbered differently and the design is different as well. Alright, let's see. I think we're going to have to use some scissors on this one, but where do we want to attack this one from? Let's see. Alright, there's another MVP promotion. This one is core to my PC. So you may remember I have already gotten the Iverson. Iverson was denoted as the MVP from the prior season, so this is the same one of Penny. Penny's in his son, so I'll probably keep both of those. I know, much to the chagrin of a lot of collectors that might be wanting the Iverson. I'll probably keep both since he's not in his Magic uniform, but I do want it still. So, lots of MVP promotions. Let's see if we want to do this one. I can't remember what this is. Feels like a slab. Indeed it is. Looks like an older slab too. Oh yeah, that's right. Kind of an oddball, 1992, so this was still in college. This was not like rookie year college stuff. But this was, I think it was like a team issued card. Really kind of cool. And actually, I mean, that old picture, I mean, this is cool. This is a cool card. I like it even more in hand. Another one to check off the trading card database checklist of Penny Hardaway cards. I don't go for a lot of his collegiate cards, but this was a cool one. I don't see a lot. Like I said, not seeing a lot. I like it more in hand than I thought I might. I love the old slabs too. Cool stuff. Love when that happens. Very well packaged. I think this might be one of the bigger ones. Oh, yep, there we go. Total O of Penny in an SGC 9 super clear. You know, so this was, I don't remember what I paid for this. I think it was similar to a raw copy. But these ones, sometimes you'll see that the clear part is not clear anymore. It's kind of yellowed, just like the Dunkin' Donuts. These are really cool, and you do get like a lot of chipping sometimes on these edges here with color. So this one looks really clean, and it looks nice in that slab. So I like the price. I like the card. I don't know if I'll keep this and the raw copy I have in my collection. I might move one of them. We'll see. We'll see. Gotta do the side-by-side comparison, right? All right, this feels like something that's raw, so let's be careful trimming it on the top. All right, so this is one of the more recent blue. Is this the blue scope? Anyway, I think this is numbered out of 49. Yeah, 8 out of 49. I like it. It's a jersey match. I'm going to get it in something different where the QR code, there's no QR code, and it's not going to be covering up Penny's face. So, yeah, that blue looks pretty nice. Yeah, I like it. All right, let's see. I like these when they have a pull tab. I don't remember what this is. I think it's a slab. Whatever it is. Alright. I like when this happens. I'll reuse that for sure. Alright, let's take this out. Where do we go with this? Alright, so this is a Stadium Club Destiny. This is the members only though, and I didn't have the members only. PSA 9 is, you know, it's ancillary. Wanted to get this. This is one of those interesting ones. It's a Destiny insert. I remember at a flea market, this card I passed up on. You know, it was a penny PC, but I was like, it's not that big of a deal. I can get it later. And then I went back to that same flea market, and it was gone, right? That dealer did not have it anymore. I think he's asking for like $1, and I was a little kid, and you know, $1 was something that I held on to precious in case I wanted to spend it on something else. So I went back, and that card wasn't there, and I couldn't find it at my local card shop. I just couldn't find it, right? Not a very expensive card, but one that stuck in my memory because I had let it go. Right, and it was one that I wanted for my PC. Eventually, I thought I could get it, you know, when I earned more money, right? when I did some more chores around the house for my grandparents, I thought I'd get some more money. So when I had that money, the card wasn't available anymore. So this is the members only version of that same card in a PSA 9. Happy to have that. But another one to check off the list. All right, this one's got a pull tab. I like seeing that as long as it works. It didn't work. Another one to check off the list. So this is an interesting one. The classic C3. This is a laser cut, an insert in an SGC 8.5. The grade was not really that important to me, but this has been sitting on eBay, keeps getting relisted again and again and again and again and again. At one point, I'd send an offer. It's not a very expensive card, but it's one that, you know, not being a very expensive card, I'm not trying to, you know, pay more than I have to on it. I'd sent an offer, it expired, they didn't respond, it just kept relisting. So eventually, as they were relisting, they started dropping the price, and eventually they dropped it to a price that was the same as my offer. So I grabbed it. Another one to check off the list. Again, it's a collegiate card, but I love die cuts. I love 90s die cuts, and a laser cut like this was not very common, especially in 1993. That's something you really only saw with like Beam teams a couple years later, right? So a really interesting. I'm not going to say it's necessarily an innovation. I can't say definitively that this was the first time that a laser cut like this was used. But for Classic, for a company like that, that was pretty tight with their money. I'm pretty impressed to see that. So something I thought was a cool thing on a collegiate card from a company that I don't see in pretty early on for a penny card. So really cool to get that. Again, I like it. I like it better in hand than when I had seen it online. So in the 8.5, I'm sure that's good condition for this card. It's not a card that I'm terribly familiar with in the sense that I haven't seen a ton of them. So I don't know how they typically look for condition, but happy with that. 8.5s are fine with me. All right, an interesting package. All right, let's cut in very carefully. All right, I'm gonna take this guy out. You can see the back here. You might have some clues as to what it could be, maybe not. This is the Green Mojo, I think it's called, from Select. Numbered out of 5. You may remember I had shared that I had the PSA 10, or I have the PSA 10 version of this. This one's jersey numbered, so number 2 out of 5. So I got the PSA 10. It was the first time it came up. It's card numbered to 5. Didn't know if I'd see any others. I was hemming and hawing if I wanted to bid on it, how much I wanted to bid, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I ended up bidding. I ended up winning that card. I'm like, okay, well, now I'm going to go for some more Select. And then a couple days, maybe a week later, this one that's jersey numbered showed up. So I don't know if I'm going to keep both of them. It's a funny thing with a side PC when you do something like that. But now I have 2 of the 5 in existence. I'm not trying to complete the whole 5 set of them, but the jersey number 1 is cool for Mason Crosby. I like that in my Mason Crosby side PC. All right, pull tabs that work. I hope they do. Box within package within a box within a package, I guess we'd call it that. All right, we've got the Penny Upper Deck Intensity Bronze. This one numbered out of 1500 in a PSA 9. So I won this fairly recently, and this is one that I didn't have on my PC. So happy to get this, and happy to kind of check that one off the list. And in a PSA 9, these things are notorious for missing foil, all kinds of stuff like that. So not necessarily missing foil, but chipped foil. So a PSA 9, I mean, this is a really clean looking 9. This one looks really nice. So this is a high quality 9, I would call it. Got an extra package in there that I'm sending out to somebody, and we've got the big one. So I'm gonna clear some space for us to really enjoy this. I'm really anticipating this. I have been really anticipating this, I should say. And we're gonna take out the big guns to get into this as smoothly as possible. There it is. No need to wait any longer. eBay authentication for a PSA graded card is always fun, and a PSA 10 at that. But this is the Black Prism 1 of 1 of Mason Crosby. Again, we had the green numbered out of 5. This one kind of has that mojo pattern, and I didn't know if I'd ever find this. I'm still looking for the 2019, Prism Black, and I missed out on the gold vinyl. So when this Select stuff started coming up of Mason Crosby, like I said before, I wasn't sure if I was going to really get into it. And then I got that 5, and I said, okay, fine. And now I've got the 1 of 1. I never thought I'd have a 1 of 1 in my collection, but here we are. I've got one of my PC, side PC guy, probably one of the only modern guys I collect. It's numbered 1 out of 1, so not jersey numbered like the last one, not like a manufactured, I guess, 1 of 1. This is a true 1 of 1. it looks nice. That black looks nice. Kind of like if you're not familiar, sometimes it doesn't show up well in pictures. I don't know how it's showing up on the video, but this is kind of like a granite. It's like a gray, maybe an elephant print kind of around the frame there with the gold and then the black. It really works well. You know, that kind of framing around there looks nice on some of the white ones. Really looks nice here on the black. So, yeah, I've never had a one of one, so I'm going to take some time to enjoy this, really kind of formulate some thoughts on my thoughts about 101s, because I'm not a modern collector, but this is cool, and kind of the satisfaction of being able to get a card like this that is so rare of a guy that I care for is really cool. So not to say that I'm going to go for any penny one of ones. This technically isn't a playing days card of Mason Crosby, but I guess it kind of is. You know, he was still trying out for teams in 2024. He hadn't officially retired yet, but he wasn't playing on the Packers anymore. So I kind of give it I let it slide, right? But if there's more Mason Crosby that came out in 25 and 26 and 27, I don't know how I'd feel about those, right? But especially since he's in so few sets, I'm happy to have this one. Again, don't know if I'll ever get that 2019. Don't know where it is. Haven't really taken a lot of time, but yeah, this is cool. I enjoy this one. All right, so that is what we've got. I am very excited, very happy with all that mail, and that one of one. The best word that I can use is satisfying. There's this satisfaction in having that in hand and enjoying it that I didn't anticipate, honestly. I'm pleasantly surprised with how I feel about getting that card in my collection, so it's a lot of fun. I'm still trying to get that 2019 Prism one of one of Mason Crosby, so if you know it is out there, or you've seen it, or you know anybody who has it, please let me know. But that's one of those cards that I'm looking to get, so that I didn't want that to be the same thing here with this select, getting that one of one, making sure that's checked off before somebody else wraps it up in their PC is really, again, satisfying is the word that I'm going to use here. So lots of great stuff. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know if you've had a similar experience getting a one of one, or an opposite experience, or any other cards that you've been highly anticipating getting in your collection, and once you got, kind of how your feeling was. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any videos in the future. We have new videos dropping once or so per week. We've got looks into my PC, 90s pack openings, sometimes a little bit of 2000s pack openings, occasional collector interviews, occasional show reviews, occasional grading reveals, and so much more. Thanks. We'll talk later.